A 7-year-old girl in the U.S. has found a 2.95 carat brown diamond while visiting the Crater of Diamond State Park in Arkansas on her birthday.
자신의 생일날 미국 아켄소주에 있는 다이아몬드 분화구 주립공원을 찾은 한 7살 어린이가 2.95 캐럿의 황금빛 다이아몬드를 발견했습니다. 자, 이 뉴스가 굉장히 흥미로운 이유는 저도 이제 이거를 좀 찾아보다 보니까 이 공원이요. 원래 가서 다이아몬드 캐기 좋은, 그래서 이름 자체도 다이아몬드 분화구 주립공원이라는 곳이죠. Tell us about this story and the park and, what happened?
Yeah, so this is a place in Arkansas, which is, I think, just northeast of Texas. And there's an area there where people go essentially to go digging or trying to find diamonds.
Yeah.
And they've, I believe, found, I want to say 70,000 total diamonds have been found over the course of like 100 years. So
Just this year alone, over 500.
So imagine, being able to find a diamond. Hey, let's go right now. But typically, most diamonds that are found are like smaller than a grain of rice. So it's typically very, very small. However, the one that this young girl found on her 7th birthday, 2.95 carats. I mean, you think most wedding rings are, like you think about a carat.
Or less.
Or less, sometimes a half carat. But imagine, so like 3 times that.
Incredible.
Or perhaps 6 times like a very big wedding ring. I mean, it's a significant size.
저도 이제 궁금해서 좀 찾아봤어요. 여기가 이제 입장료를 내고 공원에 들어가서 다이아몬드 캐가지고 만약에 다이아몬드를 찾았다. 그러면 그냥 집에 가져가면 된대요. 그래서 입장료가 얼만가? 비싸지 않을까? 해서 찾아봤거든요. 현재 어른 성인 기준 13불. 그러니까 한 15,000원 정도 되는 것 같아요. 어린이들은 6달러. 그러니까 한 7-8천 원? 비싸지 않습니다. 근데 여기 들어가서 지금 3캐러트 다이아몬드 찾았어요. 거기가 이제 사실 다이아몬드를 캐는 그런 공원이기 때문에 바로 현장에서 이게 진짠지 아닌지를 바로 이렇게 검증을 받을 수가 있고 이거 진짜다라는 걸 알게 됐어요. 그거 들고 집에 가는 겁니다. Wow, she's very lucky.
Yeah, there's a lot of places like that in North America. I remember going to a place when I was a kid called Barkersville, just north of, a lot north of Vancouver, maybe like 8-9 hours north. But I remember, when I was maybe grade 1 or 2, we went there, and it's a place where you can go panning for gold.
Okay.
So there's like a bunch of dirt, and you pick it up with a pan, you rinse it in water,
Sure.
and the gold, because it's heavier, will sink to the bottom. And anything you find, you can keep. But
신기하더라고요. 이 공원이 말씀하신 것처럼 아켄소에 있습니다. Crater of Diamonds State Park라고 하는 그런 주립공원이고요. 매일매일 평균 1-2개씩의 이런 보석이 발견이 된대요. 다이아몬드가 주를 이루지만 그 외에도 다른 보석들도 간혹 발견이 된답니다. 그런데 이번에 발견된 이 다이아는 올해 발견된 것 중에 2번째로 큰 어마어마하게 큰 다이아몬드이죠.
I believe the largest diamond ever unearthed in North America was actually from this park. I think they called it Uncle Sam. And it's supposed to be like this really, really large diamond.
와우.
Yeah.
한번 가보고 싶네요.
I do too. You never know.
아켄소 버킷리스트. 크레이터가 뭐예요?
A crater is a big hole in the ground or perhaps the top of a mountain. And it's usually created by one of 2 things. It could be like a meteor or something crashing into the earth from space. It'll create like this big round divot, essentially. Or also like a mountain that explodes as a volcano, much like Halasan, Hala Mountain, or I forget there's another mountain on Jeju, Bongchung something.
I don't know.
I forget the name of it.
Okay.
But I want to say it's like on the northeast side of Jeju Island. There's a very famous park that it when you look at it, it's a very obvious crater. It's a national park there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the one off the coast?
It's right. It's a piece. It's a part of Jeju Island, or maybe like a few meters off of it. But I remember visiting there.
성산일출봉은 아닌가요?
I think that sounds right.
그건
Yeah,
맞아요?
it was like a four-word name. And yeah, I believe that is right. But it's all
그렇군요.
green inside, and you can see that it's kind of like round, almost like a golf tee at the top. But yeah, those are craters.
그러네요. 분화구 crater. Give us an example sentence.
Well, the crater was even bigger than she imagined.
네. 자, 그 다음에는 state park.
A state park is just a park that has been designated by a nation or a province or a state that, look, okay, we're going to call this a state park. And usually there are going to be different rules when you're at that park. Like they might have, okay, all state parks, you're not allowed to smoke. All state parks, you're not allowed to drink. There'll be certain things so that when you have the state park designation, it allows them to make rules for all of them together. As an example, they're like all the Hangang River parks. As an example, you might have specific rules for those parks that are different from other areas.
So we have river parks in Seoul. You might have a national park. And here, because it's the United States, they have state parks.
Yeah, and they'll have rules from Arkansas State that might be different from Washington State,
네.
for instance.
네, 미합중국, 미국에서는 이렇게 주별로 뭐 공원도 있고 법도 있고 그렇죠.
And they have national parks as well.
Of
So,
course.
yeah.
네. 그러다 보니까 이제 거기에 붙는 표현들이 다 다른 겁니다. 주립공원일 때는 state park, 뭐 주립대학교 하면은 state university, 네, 뭐 이런 식으로 표현을 하고 만약에 국립공원이다 그러면 national park, 뭐 national university 이렇게 얘기할 수도 있겠고요. 자, 그 표현이 여기 나왔습니다. 다시 한번 제가 읽어볼까요? 다섯 번째 헤드라인입니다. A 7-year-old girl in the US has found a 2.95 carat brown diamond while visiting the Crater of Diamonds State Park in Arkansas on her birthday.